Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. This is Laura with Stitchin with Laura. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody is having a great Wednesday. Well, today we're going to be working on Long Dog Samplers, Moulin Rouge, and I'm working on 28 count antique white Lugana, and I'm using 0035 Sulky in this color. Isn't that beautiful? It's just a beautiful brick red. So all my long dogs are my long dog and my, oh, what do you call it? My Louisa Cullimore, Hope and Love, and Harriet Salt are all done in reds, but they're all, whoa, sorry, didn't mean to shake, all different shades of red. But I believe they're all done with sulky thread. So I am working here on this H. I have this completed and I have that completed. So how are we all doing? Are we having a good day? I hope. Yeah. Well, I hope today shapes up to be better than yesterday, because yesterday was just kind of drippy and cold. Then it snowed, then the sun came out, then it snowed some more. It was special. Yeah, I'm just over it. Could you just do one thing or another, please? I'm begging you. And I'm doing this one thread over two. So yeah. So we'll see how well this goes. I'll try to stay in the viewfinder. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it didn't go anywhere. Well, I went to the grocery store. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to go to the grocery store and I'm going to make curried chicken. I'm going to make stuffed chicken breasts. I'm going to make sherry chicken. No. So I get to the grocery store and they had a fresh batch of fried chicken, so it sounded a whole lot easier than cooking something from scratch, so to speak. Yeah. So I had fried chicken and I bought some macaroni salad, and I'll have that for the next few days, and I'll have to put the rest of the chili in the freezer, which is fine. There's probably maybe 3 quart bags. I don't even know if there's that many. May have to have it for lunch and just put the rest in the freezer. And the ribs I cooked last night, I just threw them in the freezer because, yeah, I'm good for once. Yeah, they were kind of really hearty ribs. They were really thick. I could barely get through 3 of them. And they were only about 4, I don't know, what is that, 5 or 6 inches long. So they weren't very big, but they were maybe 1.5 inches wide. They had a lot of meat on them. I had visions of when I got them that I was going to have a salad and baked beans with them, but yeah, that didn't work. I ended up just eating the ribs, and it filled me right up. I was totally done. Oops. So, yeah, I put them in the freezer, and I'll just take them out one, because I broke them into, I think it was 3 slabs, because that thing, you know, 3 slabs of 3 ribs. Yeah. So, I just let them defrost, and I'll have them next week, you know, when I'm at work and I come home. All I have to do is zap it in the microwave for a little bit, and it works out just fine. Why does that look so weird? Sometimes I get this material pulled in the wrong direction, so it just, okay, that's the top. There needs to be, I'm trying to count from, I did this other side, so thought, well, I'll do the other side on camera. Yeah. Some days that works, and some days not so much. But I figured it was fairly easy and straightforward after I've done 10,000, what do you call it, letters and numbers on the before mentioned cross stitches. So that works. And this isn't a symmetrical H. You notice how it's 2 over here, but it's only 1 over here, but it's 2 on the inside. It's weird. Kind of bizarre. So kind of got to watch it, but not real close. It's pretty straightforward stitching. 2, 3. Need to go here. So I don't know how that all works out when somebody's making the pattern, but okay. We'll just go with it. It works. And I started this video one other time before this, and I was stitching on the wrong stitch, so I had to take all that out before we ever started. Yeah, it was special that way. So we got it where it needs to be. Worked a little bit on the hold it, on the cats last night. Still trying to get that black in on that cat's head, so just a little bit at a time. I did something wrong here. I didn't know what I did. Oh, I see. Are you kidding me? Okay, we're just gonna frickin' wing it. Hold that thought. There'll be a delay, guys. Told you, I don't do counted cross stitch really well on camera. But we can get back. Oh, come on. And of course, those stupid needle threaders don't work real hot on these very fine needles. Okay, that has an issue. I don't think I'll have to take it out. Time will tell here. But we're good. So what's everybody up to? Anything exciting this week? I hope people are having exciting things going on in their lives. Nothing really whiz-bang around here. Just same old, and it looks like it's going to be kind of crappy weather, whoops, all week long. So, yay. Yeah. Which means for another week we won't be going anywhere. Again. There may be an open window somewhere, but not that I could tell. Hopefully you're in frame there. If you're not, I do apologize. I get so, you know, not carried away, just intensely looking and making sure I'm going over 2. It's a little different on Lugana than it is on Ada, so yeah. Sometimes it's easier on Ada. But I do like the look of Lugana and, what do you call it? Linen. But trying to find linen and buying it and not seeing it in person, it's a little much for me. I just end up getting something that's horribly stiff, and yeah, So unless it comes from Lakeside, then I know that it's good. I ought to try some of those other places that Brenda and Laura talk about. So until that point, I'll just use Lagana or Even Weave. I like the Lagana from Swigert on 123 Stitch. It's very nice and very easy to work with. I have yet to have a problem with it. So, okay, let me look at the bottom here and make sure everything's cool. Yeah. So no plans to go anywhere. Today's bill day. Yay! Pay the bills. Woohoo! Exciting as hell, ain't it? I'm telling you. Before my friend left, he took the trash out, so yay! You're going that way. Fine, take it, please. Yeah, it'll be another 2 weeks. Well, I was pretty right about that. I hate going down there when it's drippy and wet and windy. Oh yeah, it's fun. Fun, fun, fun times. Oops. I do love this silky thread. It'll spoil you to using it instead of DMC, I'm telling you. But we about got this letter whipped into, or at least the main part of it. Then I have to go back and do the cross bar or whatever on the H, which is just a single deal. Okay, let's see here. I can do, and the thread seems to go very far. I don't know how, I've lost track of how many spools of thread I put into Louisa Cullimore. I got nothing. None whatsoever. Okay. That part's done. I'm just going to let that hang for a second here. Oh, gosh. I wish that there was something exciting going on, or we were going somewhere. I could use a road trip, but I don't think we'll go anywhere. Hold on. Threading the needle again. I should have threaded about 4 needles and then it would have been fine. And it really hasn't been too terribly cold. 6, 7, 3. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I just pull the thread so far through and make my first X, and it seems to hold it, and then I just keep stitching, and then I'll cut off the little tiny tails. Let's see if I can get you in the frame here. But this just takes a single row all the way across. So that should be easy, right? Oh my goodness. Takes a lot of concentration for me. I like this 28 count because I can see it, piece of fuzz, really well. And maybe if I had 32 count white or a light color, it would be easier to see than that azure blue. Yeah, because that's not working for me. And it just looks so teeny tiny itty bitty. But this works just great. Ta-da! But like I started to say earlier, sometimes when you get this in this hoop, you can stretch it in one direction or another and it makes the stitches look wonky, but you really are fine. And I have to take it out of the hoop and just, you know, kind of get it in there squared, so to speak. All right, let's see. This will be fun. I got to get this out of here though. Hold that thought. It'll be a delay. Hold on. We always have to tie off a thread, don't we? Somewhere? Sometime? And trying to do other things here. There we go. Wanted to get rid of that other thread before it got sewn in. Okay, so sorry, it's too far to come down here on this. There's a W right below it, right here. So I'm gonna try to do that G. I try to go the shortest distance in between because it's easier to count. Make sense? So there's only 3 stitches in between that. So there are 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I just kind of make it a little bit bigger. And after I get the first stitch in, just one, I go back, and I may not have gotten it. 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope, it's too far. So just give it a little tug and it's out of there. So we'll count again. Or sometimes I do this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'll go down, flip, and flip, pull that. Sometimes I'll leave them. Oh, now I can at least see it though. The half stitches in until I get it cemented where it's supposed to be. Now this time I pulled the thread a little far, so we're just going to make an extra X. And nobody but you has to know it's there. There we go. That way it'll hold it. And that's how I get from place to place. If it's too far to go, and if I wasn't making a video, I would have gone down 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, you know, until I got to where it had to be. That's the only way I can get great distances and count, because I can't look and count at the same time and just end up automatically on the right one. But this has 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 strands in between there. That's what we wanted. 2, 3. It's a whole nother little ball game using Lugana, because I've only used Ada all my life until about, what, 2 years ago? 2 years ago? Something like that. But it's fun. And I've gotten it. I might be off counting every once in a while, but I get it all to match up eventually. Even if I have to take it out 2, sometimes 3 times. Well, you know. What's her name? Louisa Cullimore. Oh my goodness. So we just go slow. But once you get started, you're okay. But I still, the heck, another piece of fuzz. I still can't do back stitching on even weave or linen. I mean, I could definitely go around something, but when it's like free floating, no. Yeah, that's why we're leaving inspiration alone. I could do the whole thing and leave all the back stitching because, yeah, it'd never get done. So, it's a little complicated, but it's a rosewood manner, I think. I think. If I have that wrong, please write it below, because I can't remember. I don't think it's Long Dog. I think it's Rosewood Manor. And when I finish this, I'm going to put it on red fabric. So if I carried anywhere horribly, which I try desperately not to, then it'll just blend into the background. Or a piece of red paper, but I'd rather not use paper. I'd rather use cloth. Alright guys, well I think that is going to be about it today. I know we didn't get very far. We never do. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. And please hit the bell. That way you'll know when my next video comes out. Stay safe. Stay healthy. We'll see you next time. God bless. Bye-bye. Keep stitching.